What's up? I'm D Misunderstood for What's Hot in HipHop.com. I'm standing here with a legendary multi-platinum artist from the girl group Xscape, Latocha Scott. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good.
So how you been?
I've been good. Just been working a lot here at BBKings tonight. Get ready to do a show with Kenny Lattimore. So I'm still moving and shaking. Still moving and shaking.
Okay. You took a brief hiatus from the industry. What was it that made you take a brief hiatus?
Well, really, I just wanted to find out what life was like outside of the group. I took time to reflect, took time to raise my son, and took time to get back to me. And I just feel good right now. Now was the time to come back and do what I love to do what I'm so passionate about, and that's the music. So I took a little time for me, you know?
Okay. And what was it that made you come back?
The music, the love for it. And I just missed it. You know, when you love something, it's like, okay, you see everybody else doing it. It's like, I got to get back out there. And then I saw everybody else in my group doing different things. I said, Josh, it's time for you to come back. And also, you know, after losing Whitney, I thought about her legacy. And then I started to think about my legacy. And I said, what am I going to bring to the table? You know, I didn't want to be remembered as a girl from a girl group that disbanded. So I said, I want to get out there and do my part. So I actually started mentoring young girls. I have a foundation. It's called Golden Girl. Well, where I mentor young girls and I help build self-esteem. And we just talk. You know, a lot of times, you know, when I was growing up, we really didn't have a lot of people to talk to. And I just feel like because of the things that I've gone through, the adversities I've been able to overcome, it's like I want to be able to be there to be these girls' liaison, to be a shoulder for them to lean on. So I was working on that, working on a book. My tour is coming at the end of the year, and I have an album coming out next year. So I'm ready.
That's definitely what's up. Let's talk about the album. I heard you have a single with Wale.
I do. I love Wale. Sick.
How is that working with him?
Well, I wasn't actually there with Wale.
Okay.
He just came and spit on the record for me, but he's just a nice person from what I see, and then he's a hard worker from what I see. And I just love his flow. And he did a song called Flower Bun, which actually is my favorite fragrance. And I was like, I gotta work with him. I gotta have him on the album. So yeah, he's on there. And it's called Complicated for those that don't know. Yeah.
And what was your creative process during recording this album?
Well, I took from a lot of personal experiences, the things that I've gone through as a woman, as a female. I was talking to someone earlier, and they were like, you know, it's really your music is conversation for healing. And I said, that's a great title for a record. So it's just really getting back to the music, getting back to the substance, the message in the music.
Right.
I think that's what's missing. A lot of people, when they hear it's like when they hear a song on the radio that comes from Xscape, they're like, I remember that. I remember where I was. I remember the lyrics, and I got to get back to that. I think music is supposed to inspire you, make you want to write the lyrics, make you want to sing along, and just be a part of the song and and just relate to it.
You definitely made me dance, sing,
Yes.
try to hit those high notes.
Oh, gosh.
Child, please. I was in there, trying to hit those high notes.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? How did you come about your voice? I heard you had a song back in the day with your dad. Tell us about that.
I did. My dad and I, and my sister as well, Tamika was in the group as well, Xscape.
Okay.
We sang a lot growing up. I was always inspired by him and his brothers. They traveled around the southeastern region in Atlanta just performing, and I was always watching in awe, like, I want to do that. I want to sing. And my dad would sit down and just write songs all the time, and he inspired me to write. And my mother, she writes as well, but she writes books. So we were kind of like thrown into the music, and then being from the church, you got the gospel, foundation.
Yes.
So all of that just played a big part of shaping who Latocha was. And that's why when I sing, everybody's like, girl, I felt that. Because it comes from the soul.
Mm-hmm. Does your son have any of these musical genes?
He does, but he's more into basketball. He just left camp, the Derrick Rose camp in Chicago.
Okay.
So he was there for a month, and he's balling. And I told him to go after whatever you love, whatever your passion. I'm not gonna try to make you sing if that's not what you want to do. But he definitely has it. He has it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You mentioned writing a book. When is that coming out?
Next year, it's gonna drop the same time the album drops. Yes.
And the album is dropping when?
It's 2013. I'm not sure if it's January or February, but
Okay.
the top of the year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any hopes for a reality show?
I've been approached by so many people about reality, but I want to make my album a reality show. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing on.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to say to your fans?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for supporting Xscape over the years, and also thank you so much for supporting the individual efforts that we have. And I want to say what's up to What's Hot in Hip Hop. Y'all stay tuned.
Let me ask you, this is a hip-hop site. How has hip-hop influenced you? I know you was in a girl group, Xscape, and you guys wore the baggy clothes and you danced a lot. How has hip-hop influenced you guys?
It influenced us a lot. When we first came out, before we even got our deal, I called myself beatboxing. And it was something that all my friends, we did on the bus, you know, coming from school. So it was definitely influential for me. I love it. I've always tried to incorporate it. And of course, Jermaine, you know, when he had our records out, you could hear the bass driven stuff, and you would always hear our hip hop vibe in our music. So that's not going nowhere either. But hip hop is definitely a part of myself as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for speaking to us. You definitely look so great. You
Thank
look
you.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
You haven't aged a bit.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you, honey. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is your girl D Misunderstood for what's hot in hip hop.com.